Okay, so, am I the only one who feels like everyone else got a PDF manual for life except me? Like, genuinely, where did they find it? Was there a secret link? Was it emailed? Was it in a spam folder? Because I swear, every time I open Instagram, everyone looks like they're on chapter 47 of their life, and I'm still reading the foreword like, who is the protagonist? Why am I here? Why is there no map? And don't even get me started on Pinterest. Pinterest is literally the Met Gala of normal people's lives. Like, why is everyone wearing linen? Why is there so much natural lighting? Why are their kitchens all white with gold accents? Why do they all drink green juice while looking like they've never had a breakdown in a Target parking lot? Meanwhile, I woke up today with my hair doing something. I don't know what it was doing. It looked like it had its own storyline, its own character arc, probably its own subplot. It was actually rude. And I woke up at 104:07 a.m. Not even 1030. Not even 11. Just that specific, chaotic limbo hour where you feel like a failure, but also still decide to scroll TikTok for 40 minutes in the dark upper. Oh, yeah. Today we're talking about that fun, spicy, slightly depressing, but we're laughing about it feeling of being behind in life. Because sane. Like deeply, profoundly sane. Let me set the scene. I was in the kitchen, right? Trying to be that girl. You know, the girls who wake up at 6 a.m., drink lemon water, do Pilates, and somehow have a functioning skincare fridge. I literally woke up and was like, today is the day I become her. Delusion at 100%. Confidence at 110. Reality at -4. I put on leggings, which was already a lie. I'm sorry, but if I put on leggings before 9 a.m., just know the universe is shaking. So I went to make avocado toast because obviously, that is the personality I wanted today. I accept the avocado. Was not right. It was aggressively not right. It was rock solid. It could have been used as a weapon. I poked it, and it poked back. And then, this is so dramatic, I started crying. Not like a cute tear rolling down my cheek. I mean crying. Because the avocado wasn't right. Except we both know it wasn't about the avocado. I'm fully aware. I was crying because I was convinced everyone else has their life together, and I'm failing at breakfast. And then I spiraled. Obviously, I was like, what am I doing with my life? Why does everyone know what they want to be? Why does everyone look so emotionally moisturized? Why do they have planners? Why are their planners filled? Meanwhile, my planner is somewhere, possibly under my bed, possibly in a bag I lost, possibly in the void. And don't pretend you haven't done this. I went on Instagram to take my mind off things. Why? Why would I do that? It was like voluntarily walking into a museum of other people's achievements. And I found myself stalking ex-classmates, people I haven't seen since 2013, people I forgot existed, people who used to eat erasers in math class. And now they're buying houses, getting married, starting companies, running marathons, announcing pregnancies, posting aesthetic bump pictures with captions like baby loading. Okay, Lisa, but last time I saw you, you were crying because you didn't get the purple marker. And here I am, crying over an avocado. But here's the thing. Being behind is such a delusion. It's not even real. We made it up. Humans invented clocks and then decided to use them as weapons against themselves. But, of course, I forget that every single time I see someone on LinkedIn saying they got promoted at age 22 to Senior Chief Executive Strategy Innovation Unicorn Wrangler. What are these titles? What do they mean? Why does everyone suddenly work in tech? What is product management? I don't know. I don't think anyone knows. I think it's fake. I think they made it up. My personal low moment? One time, this is embarrassing, I fully convinced myself I was a mature adult. And by convinced, I mean I did one thing. One single responsible thing. I answered an email. One. And suddenly I was walking through the apartment I'm so put together. I'm such a functioning human. I'm unstoppable. I'm basically a CEO. And then 2 hours later, I lost my keys. Inside my own home. How? They never left the apartment? There are 4 rooms? It's not a mansion? I was flipping couch cushions, opening cabinets, checking the fridge for some reason. And then I sat on the floor oh no, I'm a child. This is what I mean. My life is a constant oscillation between I'm amazing actually and who allowed me outside unsupervised. Sometimes I feel 12. Sometimes I feel 48. And honestly, neither is convenient. When I feel 12, I can't do taxes. When I feel 48, my lower back hurts for no reason. And then I see a 20-year-old on TikTok giving life advice, and I'm like, should I be doing that? Should I have life advice? Should I be inspiring others? Should I be doing a daily routine video? Should I be wearing silk pajamas for? Meanwhile, I literally ate cereal for dinner last night, and the comparisons get so stupid. Like I'll compare myself to girls on Pinterest who have a personal trainer, a rich boyfriend, a neutral color palette, no pores, a therapist, matching underwear sets, emotional stability, generational wealth, and a dog named something like Oatmeal or Pluto. And I'm like, why don't I look like that? Because I do not have those things. I have anxiety and oat milk. The pressure to be successful is insane. Like, what even is success? Who made the definition? Why does it feel like a checklist? Career, relationship, money, apartment. Personality, inner peace, skincare, hobbies, taxes. Knowing what quinoa is? It's too much. I'm one person. And the funniest part is, everyone is pretending. Everyone is faking it. No one actually knows what they're doing. We're all making it up as we go. Some people are just better at pretending. Let me tell you another meltdown story, because why not? There was a day, and I remember this vividly. I spilled coffee on my white shirt. My only white shirt. The one I wear when I want to look like I have a personality. And I had a full existential crisis. Not because of the stain, but because in my brain, the stain meant I can't keep my life together. I'm not organized. Everyone else has perfect shirts. Everyone else has perfect mornings. My life is a mess. I'm a mess. This is symbolic. I should move to another country. Like, how did we get there? How did we go from coffee to immigration? Another sign of me feeling behind, procrastinating everything. Everything. Like, there are two types of problems in my life. Tiny, easy tasks. Tasks I will avoid until I die. No in between. And sometimes I put off things for so long that instead of doing the thing, I just develop a personality around avoiding the thing. Like, oh, I'm just someone who doesn't open letters. Why? Why am I like this? And then there are the Delulu confidence phases. You know the ones. Where you suddenly wake up and decide, I am becoming a new version of myself today. You start journaling, you light a candle, you drink water from a glass instead of a plastic bottle, you sit cross-legged like a monk, you speak softly, you breathe deeply, you read one quote on Pinterest and suddenly you're like, yeah, growth, transformation, I'm reborn, and then 2 hours later, you're crying in a bathroom because you dropped your lip balm balance. But here's the actual truth. You are not behind. You're not late. You're not failing. You're not supposed to be anywhere other than exactly where you are. Life is not linear. It's not chronological. It's not a schedule. It's messy and slow and weird and unpredictable and honestly, kind of fun when you stop judging yourself. Everyone blooms at different times. Everyone has different pacing, different opportunities, different challenges, different timelines. Some people peak at 16, some at 26, some at 46, some at 82. Some people don't even peak, they just vibe. You're allowed to be a late bloomer. You're allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to try again. You're allowed to take your time. Let me give you real comfort disguised as chaos. No one is tracking your progress. No one is judging your timeline. Everyone is too worried about themselves to notice if you're behind. Everyone is improvising. Everyone is confused. Everyone cries about avocados sometimes. You're doing better than you think. And genuinely, your pace is valid. Some people sprint, some walk, some crawl, some take a nap halfway through. You're still moving. Also, there was a phase where I thought everyone around me was so mature. They had careers, they had relationships, they took vitamins, they flossed, and I was like, oh God, I'm doomed, I'm so behind. Then one day, I overheard two of these so-called mature adults arguing about, wait for it, who forgot to buy toilet paper, like full argument, chaos, shouting, blame, tears, and I was like, oh, none of us know what we're doing. That moment healed me. Some days you'll feel old. Some days you'll feel young. Some days you'll feel lost. Some days you'll feel on top of the world. That's the point. Your 20s, 30s, whatever age you are not meant to be polished. They're meant to be explored. They're meant to be messy and fun and confusing. They're for learning and unlearning, for getting lost and finding yourself, for making mistakes and then laughing about them later. Character development. That's what this era is. Okay, so let me actually end with this, but like properly. Not the cute, tidy version I said before. I mean the real version, because I think you need to hear it in the same tone I'd use if we were on FaceTime at 2 a.m. Both lying in weird positions on our beds, hair looking feral, you holding your phone at that horrible double chin angle, but I'm too tired to care. And I'm like, listen to me. No, seriously, listen. You are not behind. And I know, your brain hears that and immediately goes, yeah, but maybe I am. Maybe I am the exception. Maybe everyone else will succeed and I'll be the weird cautionary tale they mention in future dinner conversations. No, baby, stop. You're not behind. You're just comparing your life to everyone else's highlight reel that's been edited, color corrected, approved by 5 group chats, and posted at the exact minute the algorithm likes. You don't get to see their crying on the floor moments. You don't see them Googling how to feel something again. You don't see the 2 a.m. panic attacks or the what am I doing with my life breakdowns. You don't see the messy kitchen or the failed relationships or the days they were too tired to exist. They're not ahead. They're just good at curating. And you're alive in the raw footage. You're in the unedited version, the behind the scenes, the part of the documentary where everything looks confusing and shaky and emotional and everyone watching goes, oh, damn. That's when everything started changing for them, because that's what this is. This weird, uncomfortable, stretchy part of your life, it's literally the transition montage. The part where nothing makes sense because everything is rearranging itself so it can make sense later. Like when you clean your room and for 3 hours it looks worse, and you're like, why did I do this? Why did I wake the chaos goblin? I should have left the mess alone. But then suddenly it clicks, and the room becomes clean in the last 4 minutes. Like when you clean your room and for 3 hours it looks worse, and you're like, why did I do this? Why did I wake the chaos goblin? I should have left the mess alone. But then suddenly it clicks, and the room becomes clean in the last 4 minutes. That's you right now. You're in the it currently. Looks worst phase of your life cleaning montage. And I know it feels slow. I know it feels lonely. I know it feels like everyone is sprinting while you're strolling or crawling or stopping for snacks or taking a little nap on the metaphorical sidewalk because you're overwhelmed. But your pace is still a pace. Movement is movement, even when it's not aesthetically pleasing. And in the movie of your life, this is the chapter where the narrator says something dramatic like, they had no idea that everything they were waiting for was slowly finding its way to them. This is the part where things are shifting, where you're learning things about yourself you didn't even know you needed to learn, where you're building resilience without realizing it, where your future self is literally sitting somewhere thinking, oh, if only you knew. If only you knew what was coming. If only you knew who you're going to become. You're not supposed to have it all together right now. You're supposed to be experimenting, trying, failing forward, fumbling, rebuilding, healing, breaking patterns that have been in your family for generations, learning how to exist in your own body, learning how to carry your own story. This is not failure. This is formation. And yeah, it feels weird. Of course it does. You're outgrowing things you used to cling to. You're shedding versions of yourself that were only meant to last for a season. You're stepping into a timeline that doesn't even exist yet. Growth feels like grief sometimes, and that's okay. So breathe. Like actually breathe. Drop your shoulders. Unclench your jaw. Relax your stomach. I know you're holding everything so tightly. Like if you let go for a second, everything will fall apart. But maybe it won't. Maybe it'll fall into place. You're fine. You're doing enough. More than enough, honestly. You're surviving in a world that makes it really hard to be soft and hopeful and human. And let me say this clearly because I know you avoid compliments. You are enough. Not future you. Not grow up you. Not successful you. You, right now, sleepy, messy, unsure, trying your best you. You are enough. And just to circle back, dramatically, in true cinematic fashion, you're not behind. You're not late. You didn't miss your moment. Your story is not over. Your timeline is not broken. You're just in your character development era. Your messy, beautiful, chaotic, emotional, extremely inconvenient, wildly important character development era. And one day, not today, not tomorrow, but someday, you'll look back and say, oh, that's when everything started. That was the chapter that made me me. And honestly, that's the most interesting era you will ever be in. Okay, wait. Before you click off, I actually want to know about you. Like genuinely. Not in the comment for the algorithm way. Even though yes, also that, but mostly because I'm nosy and emotionally invested now. Because you've been here for like 45 minutes, which means we're basically trauma bonded. You can't just dip after that. No. Come here. Answer my questions. Do you feel behind in life? And if you do, what part is stressing you out the most? Career, school, relationships, money, feeling like you should already know your purpose, wanting to reinvent yourself but not knowing how? Or are you just having a daily meltdown like the rest of us? Tell me everything. Like actually everything. Overshare. Trauma dump respectfully. Or just say same girl and leave. That also counts. I want to know where you are in your story. What chapter are you in? Does it feel like the messy middle? The plot twist? The intro of a new era? Do you feel like you're becoming someone you don't fully recognize yet? I read all your comments, like actually read them, curled up in bed at night like an emotionally unstable Victorian child. So don't be shy. Also, let me ask something very specific because I love chaos. What's one small thing that made you feel behind this week? And what's one small win you had, even if it's I drank water, or I didn't cry today, or I only cried once today? I want to hype you up. And hey, if you liked hanging out with me today, you can stay. You can subscribe or follow or do whatever platformy thing you do. Join the little chaotic community we're building here. Because I'm planning on making more of these long late night videos and I want you here for all of them. Especially the chaotic ones, the vulnerable ones, the unhinged therapy ones, the I'm Delulu but hopeful ones. So if you're in your character development era too, come back, come grow with me, come spiral with me. Come figure life out with me, one existential rant at a time. And if you listen to this while cleaning your room, doing your skincare, dissociating, pretending to be productive, or having a small identity crisis, hi, I love you. You're doing amazing. All right, I'm done. Go comment something. Go hydrate. Go romanticize your life a tiny bit. And remember, you're not behind. You're just getting interesting. I'll see you in the next one.